Guys, welcome back to the channel. I have some names, but before we jump into this topic, I'd like to thank each and every single one of you for being here on the live stream. And for those of you who haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, therefore you won't miss news here on the channel. With that being said, let's dive into today's news. So I can pull my chest. There they are. As a matter of fact, I have been looking online on Steam for new game releases, and I haven't came up with anything just yet. But if you guys are waiting for Farmers Dynasty 2 to come out, I do believe it is still pending release. So, like I said before the previous video, nobody knows exactly when they are going to be out and about, when the game is going to be launched, or so forth. Hey, sis. But also, here's something I did not mention on live stream until I just thought about it recently. If you do happen to get games on Steam, guys, you can actually build up Steam points. So then you could just go into your Steam point shop, and they offer different games, or not games, but different mods and stuff like that that you can actually add directly into the game itself. Or you might be lucky enough to you may be lucky enough to possibly purchase a new game. Don't exactly. In case you guys are definitely wondering, yes, I do have my coffee. Once again, shout out to the person who actually made this. So anyway, yeah, I did forget to mention that quite a few streams ago. So you actually those Steam points to get like different things for the games. I don't think that you have to be able to buy a game with your points. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but if you guys are wondering exactly where you can download certain games, I have it all linked in the description below. Feel free to check that out and let me know exactly what your thoughts are. So, how's everybody out here doing today? And how many people do we have in the chats? And by the way, guys, if you guys are new, this is your first time here, my live chats are open. I keep them open over here. But if you're on Android devices or Apple devices, you'll find your chats below. And while we're actually having this live stream, you can also check the description below just to verify exactly where you can get games to download for PC, console, and I do believe that's pretty much it. Damn, that's good. But anyway, guys, if you do download Steam, check it out. Make sure to check out everything that Steam has to offer. So, therefore, if I may have missed something and you guys have actually seen what I've missed, feel free to bring it forward here on the channel. Leave it up in the chats. So, just to let y'all know, in a couple of my live chats, there were mistakes that were made, and I proudly own every one of them. So, at the end of the day, Nobody's perfect. So what do you guys actually have in mind today? Feel free to leave your thoughts over here in the chats. And I definitely want to apologize to Sis about having a very bad day. So my apology on that behalf. I hope your day gets better. And I forgot to mention something to one of my other mods on here. So next time I do happen to talk to him, I'm going to basically see if I can get his consent to let you guys know what's going on. And if you guys are on the chats, just to let you guys know, if you do put somebody else's personal business out here on this live stream, just to let you guys know ahead of time, that will not be tolerated. And that remark will be taken down immediately. So if it happens the second time, chances are you'll be muted through the whole entire live stream. Well, actually 15 minutes the second time. The third time, please be respectful to myself, my moderators, and all my other viewers on here. Because the last thing I definitely don't want on here is a bunch of drama. Because I will not tolerate that on my live stream, guys. Just to give you a heads up. So, one more thing. We do not talk about politics on here. So if you guys are going to have any type of opinions about politics, please keep it off my channel. That's all I ask. So anyway, fantastic. Well, I hope your day is starting to get somewhat better. That's this. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have right there. Hang on a second. I gotta move my camera over. I gotta put my lens cover over here so I don't lose it. I try to keep it together so just to keep from going out and getting a different thing. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you do happen to get a camera and you want to stream 4K, oh, excuse me, not bad. Members is down to get coffee. Oh, there's part 2. So if you guys are actually looking to get a camera, this is the one that I basically use, and it does come with a cap, lens cover. So if you guys do actually get these type of cameras here, and you get these lenses to go with it, on the back, it's a little strip, but you can actually peel that little strip there off. It is magnetic, so you don't have to worry about any type of adhesives or anything to that sort of nature. I can't seem to get this one off today, but it's in there pretty well. So, and just to prove to you guys that this is exactly magnetic, well, wrong type of metal, but but yes, it is magnetic, guys. So just kind of keep that in mind. So if you happen to put this back on your camera, it will stick to anything that's behind there. But right now, I just cannot seem to, for the likes of me, I can't seem to get this off of here. Show you guys the mount. Next second, I'm gonna try something, guys. So if nope. I don't know what type of magnets that they use on these, but these are magnetic. They will stick over the lens of your camera, so they will not fall off. And I do use my box to prop my camera up on, so it sits up a little higher. So that's just something to think about. But just to let you guys know, the camera prices do vary depending on what style of camera you want. But sometimes they actually do have sales. Hey Nick, how you doing? You probably never thought in a million years you'd ever see me on YouTube, huh? But, oh, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Strip is already off. There's the magnets. So, again, guys, if you do get the cameras, and these are pretty strong too, by the way. So this little piece right here, I'll show you guys exactly how to fit that in. So what you're going to do is you just fit that right over your lens like that. And if you turn it, it just slides right on in there. So if you guys want to take that cover piece back off, very simple to do. Again, there you go. Just like that. But just to kind of give you guys a heads up on the prices, they can range anywhere from $150 to $200. But if you get them at a certain time, depending on where you get them at, they do actually have a discount on some of those. Not all of them, but some of them. But that also depends on if that company actually has a discount that they provide with that. But those only happen during certain times. I just somehow got lucky. I didn't have to pay full price for mine. So anyway, well, I don't know exactly if it's 150, but they usually run right around 200 bucks. And they also do have something to where you can actually set those up on a tripod. So if you're out and about doing something, and the cord itself that connects the USB Type C to USB, that is a pretty good sized cord too. So I mean, I can't really show you because I have my camera hooked in, so can't really stretch it out and show you the length of it. It's probably right around 4.5 to 5 feet, give or take. So, and it's a pretty good thick cord too. So if your cord ever does get dirty, you can always take a back of a pencil and use the eraser and just kind of go over it and just wipe it down. You're good to go. So there's a few tricks for you guys. So I wasn't officially going to make this part of my stream, but definitely try not to use anything that's damp or wet, because if that gets into your USB Type C or USB port itself, that could cause a potential problem. That could cause it to short out or malfunction. So always keep your USB Type C and also your USB plugs, the little metal prongs, try not to get no moisture down inside of those, because if you do, that cord is pretty much done. So anyway, back to more news. As you guys can tell, um, the video game Body Cam is out on Steam right now. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you do happen to get certain games and you can't afford to get those right away, if you wait a while on those, what they will do is they'll probably end up reducing the price on them. That's with most games. I'm not saying all of them, but just saying most. Miss Survival, I'll put that also in the chats for you guys so you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this game to the very, oops, wrong one. Should pop up now. That game right there hasn't officially been released. It's not been dropped for Steam just yet that I know of. But then again, I haven't been able to go in and check everything out. But that game there, you can download the demo for it, and it's basically early access. So if you do happen to play it on PC, just to let you know, if you do save the game and you go to and you exit out of the game and you go right back into it, all the stuff that you've looted will be gone, and you'll probably start off somewhere else on the map. So I don't know if they're going to have a patch note update for that to fix that issue, or if they're just going to run a major update. I don't really know at this time. So when I find something out, if I find something out before you guys do, I'll bring it to you guys, the viewers, so you'll be able to see that. And when they do happen to release it, I will have my other PC here, so I'll be able to pull that game up and show it to you. But I do believe that is an RPG type game, but there are certain entities that do happen to come out during time of the mist. So if you're like walking next to a vehicle and you can enter it, get into that vehicle, and just wait until the mist is gone, then you could just jump out of the car if you don't feel like killing those other entities that's in the game. So and just be careful, guys, because there are bears in that game as well. They will actually come charging at you. So a little bit of a heads up there for you. But like I said, if you're on PC, just go ahead. If your computer actually is able to hold that, or if your computer is able to process that, and you're able to play the demo, check it out. Very awesome, free download for now until they actually do launch the game. Then the demo will more than likely be gone. So I guess that's pretty much up to the devs to decide when they're going to launch the game, guys. So if the game does in fact launch, there's probably going to be some type of computer glitch with the game. So again, nobody really knows exactly when they're going to be doing the patch note updates for that game itself. And not only to mention, they don't only do just patch note updates. If they do create like if they have an idea for like a different map, what they'll do is they'll do like a major update and add stuff to the map or take some things off the map. I guess that pretty much just depends on what the devs decide to do during that time. So like I said, I really have no idea exactly when that's going to be happening. But right now, with everything the way it's going, just the demo itself, if you guys want to extend your backpacks and stuff like that, make them to where you can actually carry more. The towers, go up on the platform at the very top of the tower and look through, check all sides, all four corners. One of those corners, you will find a backpack. You can extend it so therefore you can actually increase your weight capacity so you're not over encumbered while running. Because if you carry more than what your backpack weight is actually supporting, you're not going to move too fast at all. So just keep that in mind, guys. And another thing too, if you happen to see some of those entities in survival or miss survival and they get into direct sunlight, they will basically catch on fire. They'll burn up the sunlight. So then once you're done with that, once you watch them burn, you can pretty much go over there and take whatever loot that they have on them. So pretty interesting game, guys. Very interesting. But like I said, again, guys, keep in mind that if you do save your game and you have a ton of loot on you, no matter if you have your right at your base, you're going to lose everything. So it's basically going to start you back off from ground zero. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a disappointment, but the only thing that I can say is pretty much the only thing we can do is wait and see what happens. So if and when something like that does happen and the devs actually get enough people to report on that, chances are they're probably in the midst of working on a patch note update to fix that problem because, like I said, bug issues and stuff like that. So that might take a little bit of time depending on how many people rate the game. Because the last time I played it, I pretty much rated that as like a 1. I would say from 0 to 5, I'd say 1 with that. So I don't know. Different people have different opinions. Different people have different views. But when it comes to games, the only thing that I definitely look forward, or the only thing that I look forward in the actual game itself, I look for glitches. So if there's a spot that's glitched out, I know exactly what part of the map that's on. I mean, it's an open world survival game. The map is extremely huge, guys. But as far as that goes, when the game does launch, I don't have any idea what they're going to price that at. But some games, be careful of getting because some of those money grab. I mean, they just use like ultra cheap budget for cheap games. But then again, you'll find some devs out there that will actually make games to where they look as if you're looking at me like right now in the live stream. So yeah. So just keep that in mind, guys. Body cam, that is also that's one of the games that I've pretty much mentioned. Also, Unrecord. I guess that's still pending release. Last time I checked. But as far as everything else goes, I don't know. I guess I guess we'll all just have to wait and see what goes on when the games do launch. Something that you and if you definitely truly want to get that game, go ahead and get it, play it. not really too satisfied with that, then I would probably suggest not playing it ever again. But if you do order a game by mistake, you can actually go in and say you can basically go in and get a refund on the game. But now let me tell you how the refunds work on Steam. If you purchase a game by mistake, as long as it has 0 hours of playtime or no time on it whatsoever, it will give you the option to go back and say, I had clicked this, I basically made this purchase by mistake or accident or something. It'll give you an option. So if you get a game on Steam by mistake and it gives you the option to request a refund, just go ahead and request a refund. So then therefore all that money will go right back into your account. So it doesn't matter if you're on a debit card, credit card, all that will be refunded to you, no questions asked. So that's and you think and you go back, you look at the list, you think, oh shit, this is not the game that I wanted. So they do actually have the options to where you can return the game, and it's pretty much they will refund you. So that's and trust me, I've been there, done that. But if you do, if you do accidentally purchase the wrong game, you have up to I do believe it's 7 days, and after that 7 days is up, and you finally realize that on the eighth day, and you try to send that back in to get a refund, you're probably not going to. You're more than likely, chances are they're not going to refund you. So I mean, if you got it, just you might as well just go ahead and play it. So that's pretty much the grounds that I wanted to cover here on the Steam platform. Well, I'm on my YouTube live stream right now, but on the Steam platform, that's pretty much something I thought that I would go ahead and mention to you guys because, like I said before, I have not had a chance to mention this in prior videos. Maybe I have. I think maybe one of my might have, but I don't think I'm going to go through all 70 videos just to watch to see if I have done that or not. So, but the only thing, if you guys do happen to check out a game, be sure to check out the trailer before you purchase the game. So therefore, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So check through the videos, check through the separate sets or separate the photos and stuff that they have right there next to their videos because they'll either have two videos on the left hand side and they'll have screen clips or not screen clips, they'll have thumbnails in between photos, so then you can actually view the game itself and get a better perspective of what that game is going to be like before you make the purchase. So that's one good thing I like about Steam. But trying to contact them, I've never had any. I never contacted Steam, so therefore I don't know exactly how fast that they are at how prompt they are of answering the phone. So um, oh, hey Tessa, hey Robert. So I mean, if you have any issues with Steam, you can always look up their phone number just go into Microsoft Edge, and right there in the search bar, type in Steam's customer service phone number. And as soon as you hit enter, it should just take you to a different page, and it should have a listing of their phone number. So you can call them and tell them, hey, look, this is a game that if you don't feel like dealing with it over the phone, or not the phone, I'm sorry. If you don't feel like dealing with that over the computer, you can always call them and let them know, hey, look, this is the game right here. This is the one I ordered by, this is the one I actually purchased by mistake. The one I was wanting to get was the one above it because I went to type in the name of this game and I accidentally ordered this one. So it's possible that they'll probably tell you to go through the Steam app itself and request a refund, but more than likely, I do believe customer service will be more than fair about it. So that's just my take on it. I don't know. Don't quote me on this because truthfully, I don't have the foggiest idea. It's a possibility you may get a good representative on the phone. There's a good chance you may get a bad representative on the phone to call. Maybe they may just click, or they could just say, "Oh, okay, yeah, well, let's take a look into this right quick." What'd you say the name of this game was? Oh, Miss Survival. Is that the one you said that you ordered by mistake? Okay. Yeah, it says here that you have 0 hours. Okay, yeah, you can get a refund. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and process this information and get you your refund sent right back to your card. So, but more than likely, chances are they may have to talk to one of the supervisors about that. So I don't know. Yeah, again, guys, your guess is as good as mine. So I'm not even going to take a pop shot at that. So, but if you do mistakenly order a game, try to refund that same day. If you order that, it's if you bought the game by mistake, try to get that refund within the same day. They give you up to like at least a week or two. I'd say at least a week. So that's pretty much about the best thing I could tell you. If you need more insight on that, you can always check out Steam's website and go from there. So anyway, I digress. So does anybody have a game that they would like to might have been looking at and not exactly sure when this game is going to be released, or do you guys have any questions about any updates or anything like that, like patch note updates, major updates? Feel free to leave it over here in the comments. Let's see if we can try to flood this chat. I think that would be very interesting. I could, in fact, start a poll, but I'm not sure what I want to mention into the poll. So I guess I'll leave that for like a later time. So, excuse me. So, what would you guys like to see come out for PC or console? Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Raise my camera just a little bit. Oh, and another thing too, if you guys are having issues with your video quality, go into the YouTube settings. So when you tap your screen, you'll see like a little gear. Click on that, go up to the very top, go to video quality, and it should give you an option because I think they start this out at like 720 frames per second. Or no, it's 720 pixels, sorry. But you can actually bump that up to 1080p high definition, depending on if your device can actually support that. But recommended is basically right at 720, but you don't actually have to abide by that. So if you do actually go to 1080p and you notice that there's some buffering, if you can if you can actually pause that live stream, kind of let that playback speed just kind of go through, let it go through probably about half, then hit play. It should probably smooth out the live stream, but if it does continue to buffer, that would not be on my end. That would be on YouTube's end. But I'm not the only one who has this issue either, guys. There's a lot of other YouTubers out here that's having this exact same issue. So everything right now during my live stream, it's clear on my end, but I don't know how everybody else's end is. If you guys are noticing buffering, let me know in the chats, and I think I'm going to try to get something set up to where me and a bunch of other YouTubers can actually get in touch with YouTube and try to get them to straighten that out. So, I mean, if you guys are in fact having that issue, let me know over here in the chats. But how's everybody's video quality? Decent? Or is it good or is it really good? I mean, I don't know. I can't see it from your guys' end. What would you like to see improve on YouTube? That's the biggest question I have for you guys. Hmm. Good picture quality. What about sound? Sound quality pretty decent, or is it kind of staticky? All right. Holy shit. Well, that's good. So I take it you guys are probably at 720. And just to let you guys know, there are some games that actually do require a very good graphics card, capture card, and processor. So if you guys actually do have a computer, a gaming system, see where all the lights in this PC are to where they're actually changing colors, that is the RGB lighting. And that big square right there, that is a liquid cooling system. And up here at the top left hand screen, or not top left hand side, but you see some wires or something right there. That's basically got something to do with your IO system. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. If you do wind up with a gaming system and you're not sure if the game is different games, try to see if it actually does play it. If it starts to kind of if it starts out kind of skipping and stuttering, play it through for a little while and see if that issue right there does in fact smooth itself out, because a lot of these games are not smooth, but then again, you turn it back on, you go into the game. You basically get the game open, start playing the game. It starts skipping and sputtering. I'll tell you guys exactly how to do that. So go down to your Windows icon, which would be here. You're going to right click that, and then you look for where it says Device Manager. When you find Device Manager, over to the left hand side where you see these little arrows like this, it's more like you'll click on that little arrow, and that down below that'll actually pop up. That'll pop up your graphics card info. So you'll go right down to your graphics card. You'll click that, and you'll basically want to up. So basically, what you'll want to do is you'll want to update your driver automatically, and you go down to one below that. After you left click on the first one, then it'll pop up with another one at the bottom. You'll click on that. It'll take you right to a Windows update. So once you click on that, it'll take you over to Windows Update for your PC, and you'll basically go to where it says check for updates. Left click on that as well, and that will run your whole entire update. That'll run your whole entire update. That'll check for all your drivers, stuff like that. So basically, what you're doing is you're doing a driver update, and once that completes, that'll be mixed in with the Windows Update itself. And if you guys do actually have an Omen by HP, this little thing right here, no, that one, this one, right where my finger is, this little diamond, you'd want to click on that. And no. You can do it that way, but the easiest way that I do it is I'll click here, and then I'll go check out hardware or I'll go hardware and stuff like that. hardware diagnostics. Click on that, and that will actually open up the Omen page, because this right here, open. This is an Omen thing here. So that will automatically open that up when you go to your hardware diagnostics. It'll open that whole entire page up. And all the way to the far right, you'll see where it says BIOS or BIOS update. Click on the BIOS update, and that right there will update all your BIOS if it hasn't already done it. Make sure that your Windows updates. Make sure your whole entire system is up to date. You do your Windows update or your Microsoft, no, not your Windows. You do your Microsoft updates, your BIOS updates. You also do your driver updates and your BIOS, drivers, and Windows. I did count 4. So always make sure that those there, guys, are completely up to date. Otherwise, sometimes you get into a game, you get to plan it. It's just the quality shit. Because that can actually cause a little bit of lag feed on the other end. But if it does kind of start, you do have everything up to date, and it still does kind of lag feed, or it just kind of spits and sputters here and there, just continue to play it. Hopefully, it'll all start to smooth out, and the game will be much smoother. But if, in fact, your computer does shut down during the time of the update, it's already updated, but it's initializing and installing the rest of the update. So that actually does come in 2 steps. So once the computer, always make sure that your computer is plugged in. Make sure that your computer is on. If you do not want to make the mistake of unplugging your PC or shutting your PC down during the time of the update, because that right there can also cause a potential problem. So always, guys, keep that in mind and be thoughtful about it. And like I said, guys, if you do have questions about your computer, of how to go about updating your BIOS, stuff like that, every time you update your Windows, sometimes you'll get the BIOS update that pops right across your Windows update as well. Go ahead and make sure to update everything. So therefore, if you do happen to get online to play a game or something, or if you're playing offline, hopefully, like I said, that does take care of the issue, and your game will be running a lot smoother, and hopefully that takes care of the problem. But for some odd reason, if you start getting like different Windows systematic files to start running all at the same time, press and hold your left shift key, restart your computer, still continuing to press and hold the left shift key till your computer screen powers down, and then when it powers back up, press and hold it until your screen turns blue. And when your screen turns blue, let off the shift key, and it will give you a list of options. So if you guys do actually decide to restart or factory reset your computer, and you do have very important files, keep this in mind. It gives you the option to keep all your files. So when you go to run the factory reset and you want to keep all your most important files in your computer, make sure that you have it all backed up first. That's the most important thing. Make sure that you have all your files backed up, and then, but that's before you start the factory reset. So it says keep all my files or erase everything. You want to keep your files, and so what that'll do is that will basically factory reset the systematic files throughout your whole entire computer. So then therefore you don't have to go back in and reprogram your whole entire computer just to get it up and running again. Therefore it just does it. It may take probably up to about it may take anywhere from 45 minutes to about an hour to do the initial reset. If you do decide to erase everything, that will take up anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. So what that's doing is that's basically removing all your personal files out. Now, if you keep all your personal files, it's basically going to factory reset all the systematic files. But also keep in mind, if damn it, if you're running a USB, if you have all your information stored on a thumb drive, that would be about can't even say it, guys. This would be about the best way to go. Transfer some files over onto one of these. It's very simple. And I might make that possible in one of my next upcoming live streams. It won't be today, guys. It probably won't be this weekend. But if I do happen to do something like that, just to let you know, keep in mind that if you do get a thumb drive, make sure that you have a 64 gigabyte thumb drive. You can actually get these at Office Depot, or you can probably go up to Best Buy. Best Buy would probably be about your best option because these are only like $10 to get. They're not too expensive. And just to let you guys know that yes, these do fold down. Look at that. I didn't even drop it this time. Haha. And you guys thought I was probably going to drop something like this. But if you actually do have this pulled up, it's always good if it's not in use. So if you are in fact using it, this plastic piece right here does slide down. And here's even a better thing for you. See that little hole right there, guys? Hang on. Let me just see if I can try to get this. See that little hole right there? You can actually run a thin string through that, and you can actually wear that around your neck. So, or you can even put it on a keychain. So you won't even have to worry about losing it. So once you plug that all the way in, make sure that it's fully seated all the way in. But then again, don't say it. Don't say it. That's what she said. And for those of you who actually have your mind in the gutter, shame on you. I'm no saint myself because you guys have no idea what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, or when I'm going to say it. So I somehow have a funny feeling, sis, that was probably running through your mind at that point in time. So anyway, guys, if you guys do actually find this video to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and do me a big solid favor. Hit that thumbs up. And also for all the other viewers out here, feel free to do the same. Hit that thumbs up. And for those of you who are not subscribed yet to my channel, go ahead and subscribe for more. I can't even think today, guys. I am so sorry. If you guys want to stay up to more, if you guys want to stay up to date more on information here on the channel, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, so therefore you'll always stay up to date with news that I release here on the channel. And once again, guys, I do convey my apology. But always just be sure to stay tuned because there will always be more exclusive content here on the channel. So if I do actually have some, so if I do have some exclusive content between here and next, not this Saturday, this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, hopefully I will have a lot of new content for you guys. So stay tuned for that. And a big thumbs up and a big shout out to all my subscribers. From my oldest subscribers to my newest subscribers, either way, you guys are still subscribed to my channel. I want to thank you guys so much for that. Huge shout out to each and every single one of you. And I think this is going to be pretty much it for this live stream, guys. I am pretty much going to cut this live stream shorter than so today, guys, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave this just a little bit shorter than I normally do. I will be live streaming again this Saturday. So if you guys would like to join in the chats, feel free to jump in at any given time. My chats are open to everyone who would like to participate. And stay tuned for more exclusive content here on the channel, guys. Until then, I want to thank you for coming to hang out tonight. And as I always say, be safe, stay sharp, stay vigilant. Till next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.